one of the more complex questions when it comes to the Garifuna in Belize, and I'm just going to say in Belize, is the term indigenous.
Right.
You know, and that is complex throughout the world. That's not just Belize.
Everywhere.
But I think that for the Garinagu community, it kind of shows the milestone of recognition. So going back to discussing, you mentioned TV Ramos and you know, being recognized as a community, and that's why we have the 19th. I think that with that struggle for recognition, and it's not even just about recognition, because they had their communities and they had that their spaces already settled. It was to acknowledge that they're here and they are a part of the Belizean community. And it kind of, again, goes back to that history of being isolated and segregated. And so I think that it kind of shows testimony to the years of upholding tradition and hoping to be recognized. So I personally think that TV Ramos would have been very happy that UNESCO was able to recognize not just Belize, but UNESCO, this world renowned organization that is telling you, yes, we see you, we hear you, Garifuna is well and alive in Belize. And so I do think that it is a testimony for what he has done and what he was trying to do. Because when we talk it to Garifuna Settlement Day, you don't have to be Garifuna to celebrate. It's a public and bank holiday in the entire country. It initially was just for those that identify as Garifuna in the South, but now it's celebrated throughout the country. And one of the things that the Garinagu community tries their best to express is that we don't want to celebrate alone. The whole point of this day was so that Belize recognizes us as a community, and so we want Belizeans to celebrate with us. So you don't have to be Garifuna for Punta. You know, it's one of those things that I think we're still trying to have the grander Belizean community understand. And I think that being recognized by UNESCO, you know, it's political, right? So we just want that these politicians recognize it and uphold it. So that in itself is good for the community, but what they do with it is a different story.